Hello and welcome to another week of Weekly Psychic Insights. So the way I work is I call in my spirit guides and I ask them to give everyone out there exactly what they need for the upcoming week and also give them healing as well. So this is going to be from the Monday the 21st of January to Sunday the 27th of January. So if you just give me a sec, I'll just tune in, seal off, and yeah, we'll get on with the reading. Okay. All right. So what really come up first is don't get bogged down in the mud. Don't get bogged down at the moment, and don't get stuck in the little bits, the niggly things that can get under your skin and that sort of thing. And because there's a much bigger picture here, and there's quite a lot of energy around success, celebration, new beginnings, around goal setting and structure and that sort of thing. And really, it's really about setting looking at what you really want to do, and then it's about um, going right. Where can I go past that? How can I get past this point? How can I make it so it's quite unbelievable and that sort of thing. So they're saying make three goals here, three goals. So it's not so much short term, medium, long term. They're saying it can be if you want to be, but this is about going, okay, what is the most extraordinary goal I want to accomplish? And they're saying this is for the year ahead, or could be a little bit more than a year ahead. So they're saying, set your sights on, go as mad as you want, and then actually come back and then say, okay, this is my next goal, is something that, would be quite manageable to do. It's still going to take a lot of work, but yeah, I think if I open myself up enough, I was about to say put the hard work in, but they're laughing and they're saying this is about opening yourself up, and this is about expectation as well of receiving, and it's about seeing the clues that are going to pop up along the way. It's about looking at the signposts. It's about understanding your power here, and it's about putting yourself in the place of success. And that next goal that we come to, this is something that it's like, okay, what can I do right now? What can I do in the interim that's going to really uh, set me up for, really having that really long lasting sort of vibrant energy towards my goal. How can I wake up every morning and I go, right, I've got that in my head. Yeah, cool. That's where we're aiming for, man. And we're not going to stop until we get that. It's not about being pig-headed, and it's not about being egotistical, and it's not about being tunnel visioned. It's about setting your sights on something really beautiful, really imaginative, really creative, really incredible, something that's going to set your heart on fire, and really having like a really constant flow about getting there, and having in the back of your head, yeah, I'm doing this because I'm going to, I'm looking at achieving this. But it's always about having fun. It's always about feeling good, and it's always about something really enjoyable to you. So this has got to resonate with your soul. This has got to resonate within here. It's got to resonate with something that really does it for you big time. Because if you're not aligning yourself with something that really makes you just crazy, and crazy in a really good way, feel really excited and all that kind of thing, well, probably not the right thing for you, okay? And it's probably something that you either have been told that, you should really go for, that this would be really good for you if you did that. It's some crap that society has thrown around, and said that this is what you do when you're successful or something like that, or this is something that's been handed down to you, either from you're down through the generations, or from family or friends, and that sort of thing. So this is not yours. This is something in which really does it for you, really excites you. Okay, so enough about that. So are we doing the days of the week? Well, kind of no, but we kind of are. So they're saying this is, they're saying, say, Monday to Wednesday, this is really about you, sort of aligning yourself with what you want to achieve. And they're saying the main thing here is really about looking at what you really want and creating those steps to that. And sometimes creating those steps to what you really want, it could be over the week or the month or the year or whatever it is. Sometimes creating those steps it's about going, I'm just doing it. I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to jump out of bed an extra 15 minutes early so I can go for a run, or so I can do some work, or so I can do some study. This is about, it's like that real, like kind of no shit things about it. If you really want something, you're going to create it. But you're also going to look for the open doors along the way. And this is about co-creation, they're saying. So this is about co-creating with spirit, co-creating with your higher self, going, right, help me get this or something better. Always put that in, or something better. And then it's about looking around at what pops up and how that can help guide you to these things. And it's about, recognizing these things, finding the fun in it, finding the enjoyment, not being too serious about it either. Okay, so what do we got from Wednesday to Friday? So this is really about, they're saying it's about being grounded, and it's about being focused and stepping back. And they're saying, I'll keep going like this. And it's that thing about realizing that, both aspects are really important. If you don't have the grounding for something you really want to achieve, you're really shooting for the stars, but you're not grounded in yourself, you haven't got a solid focus, you haven't got, that sort of foundational stuff worked out, well, you're not going to make it here, because as soon as you get to a certain point, it's going to topple over. It's not going to be good. So this is really about having a very grounded approach. But it's also about not losing child, they're saying. So, not sort of being too serious with it, but still having that focus as well, and still really, enjoying yourself. They're saying having fun, but it's like there's a flow here as well. There's a really good flow here, and there's a kind of, I can feel like people pulling at me and that sort of thing, and it's like, nah, man, what that's doing, you're taking me away. Now, what that was actually, they just told me, and this was about self-sabotage. So how do you self-sabotage yourself? And they're saying, this is from, Thursday, Friday, going into the weekend as well. How do you self-sabotage yourself? Do you mess around because it's like, I was going to do this, but, I decided to, stare at the bookcase for a little bit, or I decided that I was going to wash the dishes when the dishes can wait, or, like I'm going to look at my phone for the next hour, or that sort of thing. How do you self-sabotage? And when you do this, it's about taking note of it. And it's about congratulating yourself when you do this. When you do recognize, not when you're doing it, but when you recognize that you are doing it, it's okay, how can I bring myself back on point? Where can I bring myself back to the now? How can I bring that grounded, focused sort of perception that's going to bring me, that's going to pull me up? And that up feeling that they were talking about, this is about strength within yourself. This is about knowing that you can be reliable, knowing that, you can count on yourself, knowing that, you can take responsibility for yourself, and knowing that you have the power to be able to implement the things that you want to do as well. So, yeah, this is about really taking charge and feeling good about it, knowing that you're the master of your own destiny. I think that's some kind of line somewhere, but that's what they told me to say. They said, yeah, it is. But this is about, really knowing that and going, what am I going to create today? How am I going to, make my dreams come true? How am I going to feel good within doing this? Okay, so they're going on to Saturday, Sunday here. So, what's this about? So this is about an ease, and it's about a relaxation and support as well. This is about, alright, what is this about? I keep saying, so this is about travel, actually, and that sort of thing. They're saying, get out of where you are, get out to, somewhere different, try something new. Do this kind of thing. This is about getting in the car, having a good time, getting away, trying. They're going, wherever you go, it's about doing something new, but it's about supporting yourself, actually. So this is about saying, well, what have you been wanting to do for quite a while? And it's really about, if you've got a family, you've got kids, partner, that sort of thing. This is about really, saying, okay, what would I really like to do? What would be really enjoyable? What would be something that would be fabulous to do? And, if that thing happens that you are going to be doing it on your own, that the kids or the partner or whoever, is not going to enjoy this, so this is about going, okay, well, I'm going to take a day off and do the stuff that I want, and then I can do something else on the other day, and that sort of thing. And the other thing that too, there's a few people out there in relationships, and they're telling me, it's like, when was the last time you celebrated your partner? When was the last time, you got them breakfast in bed? Or when's the last time you gave them a massage? When was the last time, you came home with flowers for them and just said, I just love you. I love, being with you. I really honour who you are. This is beautiful. Dudes like flowers too. Like I buy them every week for myself because, hey, I love flowers. But this is that thing about how can you honour your partner, and really sort of, get them, help them realize how super important they are in your life. And, this is really about that grounding approach, getting back to basics. And, but because by supporting your partner, you're actually supporting yourself, you're supporting your relationship. And then if you do need to go off on that day and go and have that day yourself, your partner's not going to be upset in any way because they're going to go, cool, I want them to go and do their thing. I want them to go and enjoy themselves because, we've got our thing, we've got a solid relationship, and I know that that's going to fill up their cup, and then they're going to come back, and then we can enjoy more of our time together or family time or whatever that is. They're telling me it's time to stop because this has been a while. It's taken a little bit longer. Okay, so yeah, big thanks, man. Thanks for watching this week. Send me if you want me to answer a question online here or on video. Send me a question. Send me your comments. I love hearing them. I love hearing your comments. Yeah, like, subscribe, all that kind of thing. If you want a private session with me, check out Golden Lotus Healing and Reading. Run meditation groups on the Sunshine Coast. And I'll leave it there. All right, big loves to you all. Namaste. Have a good time. Bye-bye.